Nice to meet you guys. I feel like I'm interrupting a very important conversation.
No,
right?
no, yes. Bunch of silliness. What's going on?
Good. Not much. What about you guys? How's the tour going so far?
So far, so good. So far, so good, man. People seem to be receiving the movie well, which is always a good thing.
Yeah. No, we saw it last night, and I was, again, I hate to say that I went in skeptical again.
Why? Put you on a pressure.
Sequelitis?
Yeah, well, the first one, there was a lot of skepticism around it anyway, because it's following up something that was very beloved. Sure. And then going in again, I was like, you can't do that again. You can't capture the magic again. And you fucking did it. You nailed it.
Thank you, man.
That's a great
I really enjoyed
it. Thank you
so
much.
By the way, your thought is something that really inspired us in terms of just as we were making the movie, because we were aware that people were surprised with the first Jumanji, and then it's like, oh, well, wait a second. If that's what they did, they played teenagers, they can't go back to the well again with that. So how are they going to do it this time? So
yeah, no, it worked super well. It's like when the ostriches are chasing you and everything, I just found myself sitting there with this huge smile on my face. I'm like, man, this is fucking fun.
Yeah, that's
one
of the best scenes. You know, the funny thing is when I drew that scene up,
when you wrote
especially
it
from a digital perspective. See, because it's not just about performance scenes, it's how you're going to create it. And that's my toughest job comes with any
I don't think you knew that. Did you know that?
No, I'm
actually,
finding out.
He's an artist too as well. He's our storyboard artist and digital.
The framing was really good.
That's what, takes a lot of time. You know, you're looking at 3,000 frames within 15 squares times by 2. And if you take the pi out of it, then you're looking at a slow beat. So for me, just while doing
You're confusing him. That's a lot of
I have
technical jargon.
That's far too big.
I'll leave it out. Well, in layman's terms, we shot it in a way people could see it.
There's like Scorsese and Kevin.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah. I don't like to talk about it. It gets weird. He gets weird.
I do get weird. I get jealous.
He's very insecure.
Very insecure.
But you guys, because you're playing against type in the first movie, and you're playing characters that are not really that's the fun of the movie, is you're playing characters that are not what people would expect. And now you're back doing something completely different again, which I think works so well, that it keeps it so fresh. But how fun was it to play a gigantic, tall Danny DeVito?
Awesome. Yes. Ask Danny, by the way. Did he have fun? It was great. It was great for both of us, you know, playing DeVito and playing Glover. We got to know them very well and know their cadences. And also, too, you know, look, you're not, in the first one we were playing teenagers against type, but they were unknown teenagers and great actors, but still unknown. But in this case, you have two great actors in DeVito and Glover who are world-renowned, you know, in our business and iconic guys in their own right. So that was a nice challenge for us too.
Yeah, your spot you posted was funny.
Which one?
The Danny.
Oh yeah.
And he's talking.
Changed,
and then he just comes up, pops. I saw that. Very funny.
Yeah.
No, he said it. Look, it's something that you want to make sure that you do right. And I think the performances speak for themselves. But the tone, you know, we got to take our hat off to our guy Jack. You know, because in the first one, Jack set the tone. Jack Black, as far as to how to go about, you know, embodying the identity of someone else.
He set the tone playing a girl, a teenage girl.
Did you guys ever fight over who did the zoologist better?
No, me and Jack?
Yeah.
No, if we did, I would give it to Jack. Jack's performance was unbelievable as Fridge. You know, we were able to do the things that we were doing because we have great people to work off of. And, you know, I'm such a big fan of his performance in the film.
Yours too.
You need that. You need other people or else yours doesn't work. So you can't just have a good performance by yourself. It means nothing. You need an amazing group of people, and we have that within our cast.
And you're right, though. It kind of starts with Jack.
Yeah,
like it started with Jack in our first movie when he came on and he was Bethany.
Yeah.
Because you never know. I mean, that's a leap of faith when you're jumping off a cliff for Jack Black to play a teenage girl, and then he comes on and Jack plays, black teenager who, again, another leap of faith. It could have went ugly.
Yeah.
But he did great.
I remember the first table read in Jumanji, the first one that we did.
Oh my God.
And we literally, you know, we're doing a table read, and there was a second before Jack had to speak. And you could see in the room, everybody was just looking at Jack because here we go. We're gonna hear it. And this is either this is not gonna be what we think it is, or this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And when he first did Bethany, the whole room, I mean, not only laughing, but the sense of relief.
Right.
And everybody, because it was, what is this?
We're on for the ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It works really well. He's one of the the funnier characters in the movie. It's just a joy to watch them.
Who's the funniest character in the movie to you?
You don't have to say that. It's okay.
Hey,
The horse.
It's
the
is that?
I'm bailing myself out.
That was
of
good.
an answer.
Very fast.
It's good. The horse.
Yes.
Thank you. Do you guys have a favorite scene that you got to film, or do you get to like improv or anything when you're on set?
Always improv.
Kind of mess around.
Always improv. If I had to pick a scene for my favorite, all of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, every one that I was in.
Wow.
Every
Single one.
Did you go full method for it?
Well,
Full asshole is what he went. Yes.
very method. I'm quite sure I'm going to tell you that you can tell that I've obviously went to a very
Daniel
dark place.
Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Very
We were the only two people in that school. It was me and Daniel.
That's school, just you two, just sitting in two desks.
We went to a method school, man,
Yes.
and that's D-Day is what I call him. D-Day.
DJ.
You on time today? Yeah. Hey, Kev, how you doing? We great. We would eat lunch. We would talk. We would discuss methods, different ways to get in and out. No, man.
I'm sorry, it's just in my mind.
Right.
Daniel Day.
I mean, that's where I was going.
Do that.
I think for There Will Be Blood, he listened to Eminem.
Yeah.
Like I heard that.
Yeah.
Like before he would go on scene.
He did.
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
cool.
It's crazy that you know that because he and I discussed it.
Oh, that's right. Of course, because you know him.
We had a
That's
long
probably how
talk.
you know.
Yes.
Just came up in conversation.
Well, I called him. I said, D-Day, what you thinking? He said, well, Eminem is a way to go.
And you were like, hello?
I said,
D-Day, wait, you there?
I said, oh, I'm dreaming this. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So one of the core tenets of the movie is talking about.
I don't know what that word means.
You didn't learn that with D-Day?
Yeah, D-Day, you guys didn't talk about that?
What's it mean?
Core tenets, it's like a core anchors.
No.
Core, like,
What?
tenets. It's like you would have, one of the core tenets would be like,
One of the pillars.
one of the pillars.
Well,
that's
that's
what it would be,
not
yes. I said anchors. Core anchors. I like you.
But you made the movie.
I got you.
One of the core concepts of the movie
Much better.
is about like talking to your friends, and if you're going through insecurities, self-doubts, and just trying to figure out yourself and figuring out what core tenets mean.
Yes.
But I'm always curious because I talked to Jack and Karen about this as well. Like, you guys are like top of your game, doing huge budget movies, and everyone looks up to you a lot. But I wonder, do you guys go through your own self-doubts or your anxieties or your worries about things, and how do you overcome them?
Good question.
Man.
I'll start. I think first of all, everybody does.
Right.
You know, you're human. Nobody is a walking piece of perfection. So to have those moments, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. And the times that I have had them, I've found a way to embrace them,
Right.
And figure out ways to pick myself up or pick my way of thinking up about whatever the doubt, you know, was associated with.
Yeah.
So I think we're very fortunate at this point in our career to be able to pick projects that we're extremely confident about. But you got to get here. So before you get here, there's there's a level of progression that has to build up, and you don't know if these things are going to be hits or take off, and that's where you're like, okay, I hope this is the one. I hope this gives me an opportunity to do more or to be more, and you know, that's where that insecure way of thinking can kick in. So I can say, of course, I've dealt with it, and I've just learned to overcome those moments.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all go through it. We continue to go through it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in my fourth level of. Are you in your 40s yet? No.
40. Just
Right,
turned 40.
so you know, it's
What are you, 60?
68. I'm 72.
You're up there. He's up there. He's way up there.
I'm way up there. But look, we all go through it. You go through it, and especially when you're a teenager and you get into your 20s, and guys, especially for guys, like in your 20s, you know, we're still trying to figure shit out, and we think we know everything. We don't know shit. And 30, you hit 30s, in your 30s, then you kind of start to get settled in. You hit your 40s.
Yeah.
But it never goes away. So I think, you know, the thing you want to do is, because we're always searching for being the best versions of ourselves, because we often, you always hear like, well, just be yourself. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is the most important thing. It's also the fucking hardest thing, you know, to try and figure
learn.
that out. You got to learn it over time. Because that's when it comes, you know, because I remember, I mean, it wasn't really until I reached my 40s when I started to feel like, okay,
True shit.
like I can feel this now.
True
I
shit.
feel like who I am. You know?
Just hitting me.
How old are you?
Turned 30 in February.
Okay, you got a little time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still fucked up.
You're still fucked up.
That's why I'm asking the question.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna settle in nicely.
Okay.
He said, honestly, he gave a very, very good answer, and I can 100% agree that at the age 40, it is just now
right?
getting clear. I'm being so honest with you.
But the cool thing is at 30, if you're asking these questions now,
Way ahead of the curve.
you're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I do YouTube as my job, so I get a lot of teenagers asking and trying to figure it out and wondering about themselves and trying to guide them in the right way. So it's cool to see
Because
people.
if they're asking as teenagers, like that's a shit I was not asking
Exactly,
as a teenager,
yeah.
right? So I'm glad that
I had no fucking clue who I
your
was.
viewers are asking,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, so great answer. Thank
Listen
you
to
guys
what
so
he
much.
says.
No,
Thank
seriously.
you. So nice to
Very
meet
cool,
you
man.
guys.
You as well.
See you, man.
Enjoy the rest of your tour.